Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song "Silent Divide" by Alter Bridge. I follow Alter Bridge on Instagram, and they, announced they're putting out a new song, and so of course I had to listen to it. Decided to save it for the channel. It's been out for a few days now, so this is going to be, first time listen to this particular song. But I've been a lifelong, the life of Alter Bridge. I've been a fan of them. I remember hearing "Open Your Eyes" on the radio back in what was it, '03, when that album came out. One Day Remains, and since then they've just been one of my favorite bands. I've seen them twice. One of the few bands I've actually seen twice in concert. So that sounds weird when I say it out loud, but yeah, I've seen a lot of I've been to a lot of concerts. I've seen a lot of bands in concert, but Alter Bridge, again, one of the few that I've seen twice. So hey, if you are a regular here, you'll notice things are a little bit different. I usually sit over there, actually, but I've kind of rearranged a few things in this room, and in fact behind me is a huge mess because I've been rearranging stuff all day. So you'll have to pardon the different layout here. But who knows, this might be the layout going forward. We'll see. I kind of moved, like I said, I moved everything around and still in the process of cleaning up in here. So anyway, without further ado, Silent Divide, Alter Bridge. I'm going to have to get used to it. Usually I also flip my screens, right? Usually this is the screen I click on. This is the screen I talk to. Now it's flipped. Okay, it's going to take me a second. All right, here we go. Silent Divide, Alter Bridge. Let's do it. I got just a second there. Let's do it.
How long will you hold your tongue this time?
I just say, can I just say, hell yeah, man, that shit went so hard, and I really, really like that. Um, that was, I think, a lot heavier than what I've heard from Alter Bridge recently. I feel like, I mean, Pawns and Kings was pretty heavy. I want to say, like, at least the songs I really like from Pawns and Kings, like Silver Tongue, like that one is just like wonderful, heavy. I'm blanking on a couple of other ones. Like Fable the Silent Sun isn't super heavy, but again, a fantastic Alter Bridge song. Pawns and Kings, the title track is good as well. I'm blanking on one of the other songs that I really like that's really heavy from that album. But man, one thing I love about Alter Bridge is when they go heavy, they do it really well. So glad they went heavy on this one. Really, really enjoyed it. Let's break it down piece by piece like we always do, of course, starting with those lyrics. So, verse 1, how long will you hold your tongue this time? As your good name is tarnished by these blatant lies, the only way the truth will see the light is exposing guilty martyr of the sins he hides. Stop before it starts. Step aside, don't play the part. Keep your head down, write out the silent divide. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's all about kind of good name is as your good name is tarnished by these blatant lies. The only way the truth will see the light is exposing guilty martyr of the sins he hides. Yeah, so I think it's saying like you can't stay silent, right? You can't just let bad people get away with things. Is kind of how I'm reading it, right? You have to kind of step up or at least step out of the way, right? One more accusation on display, another tale of madness. Please don't take the bait. The devil in disguise is steeped in hate, jealous of the truth he cannot bear to face. One more accusation on display, another tale of madness. Please don't take the bait. So yeah, like again, if you allow the person to kind of get away with just being fucking crazy, if you take that bait that they're putting out, I mean, it's never a good thing, right? Rage bait has, I think, become like a big phrase nowadays. So keep your head down, ride out the silent divide. There's no doubt will phase out the one who lies. Yeah. And that woo was uncharacteristic of, I think, like an Alter Bridge sound, but I really liked it. Reminds me of listening to like King Gizzard, right? They get a lot of woos in there. Stop, breathe, think, do not cross the line, stay calm, silence will decide. Wait, watch, remember, rage is blind. Remember, rage is blind. And in fact, I think what it's actually saying, and I'm going to step back for a second, is that like while the other party again like tells their lies or says certain things, like you just stay silent, because what they're trying to do is get a reaction out of you essentially. So if you just ride it out, stay silent, your silence will ultimately be I guess what kind of wins you this war, if you will, in the sense that like you don't want to essentially feed the trolls, right? Like that old phrase, "Don't feed the trolls." I think that's kind of what they're saying here. It's just like you just keep your head down, right out the silent divide. There's no doubt will phase out the one who lies. If you just the person who lies just keeps lying and lying and lying, and it's just like I'm just gonna stay silent. I know you're trying to get a reaction or a rise out of me, and I'm not gonna give in. So that's how I'm reading it. But lyrically, I feel like Alter Bridge's lyrics are usually fine, so I'm going to give it a thumb up. As far as instrumentation goes, man, like I said, really glad they went heavy with this one. I think I'll take a step back and say Fortress is my favorite Alter Bridge album because it is, in my opinion, the heaviest album that they've put out to date. So many good, just memorable, heavy riffs, fantastic guitar solos. Like Fortress, I think, may be my number one Alter Bridge song as well. My favorite Alter Bridge song. I know Blackbird is phenomenal, but like, man, Fortress just it just hits all the right notes for me. And so I remember when The Last Hero came out, there were songs in there that I liked, but I didn't like it as much. I think I was hoping for more Fortress, that heaviness from Fortress, and instead we got Pawns and Kings, which had some heavy moments for sure. But it just didn't live up to what I was hoping for at the time. I honestly love why did I keep blanking? The Last Hero. I think I said Pawns and Kings earlier. I love The Last Hero in retrospect. Like the songs on that album have really come to grow on me more and more and more the more I listen to the album. And there is a lot of heaviness in that album as well. It just, again, it wasn't Fortress. And then when they came out with Walk the Sky, I was like, all right, this is really different, and there's not too much heaviness on it. I'm missing some of that heaviness. And so then when Pawns and Kings came out, I was like, hell yeah, this is what I was hoping for. This is nice and heavy. Some of their traditional, ballads and things in there that they put on every album as well. But yeah, it felt more appropriately heavy for them. And now this is super heavy. I remember, I want to say it was an interview with Mark Tremonti, and he was like, I kind of, there's some like heavy like metal riffs that I write sometimes, and I think it's too heavy for Alter Bridge, so I kind of save it for my side project Tremonti. And I like Tremonti a lot, his solo project, because it is very heavy. And so I'm glad that for whatever reason, he's like, you know what, we're going to go with some hard, heavy riffs here on an Alter Bridge track. So yeah, love the heaviness of the riffs. Mark's guitar solo was absolutely fantastic. Miles' guitar solo was good as well. But man, I think Mark's kind of stuck out to me a little bit more this time around. And yeah, like just some really heavy moments in the song, really heavy guitar riffs that I really enjoyed. The drumming was great. The bass playing was great. Miles sounds good here. Like I think in previous Alter Bridge albums, and what really kind of got me into them was just how well he sang and some of the crazy notes he would hit, and how he would hold out those notes for such a long time. Like, I get he's much older now. He can't quite do that as much probably. And so I think how he performs here in this one is still really good, right? It's different, but it's appropriately heavy. He kind of has a lighter voice, but I think it didn't detract from the song at all for me. Sometimes I will say, like, as much as I love Miles, his voice detracts from the heaviness of the song sometimes for me. But like here, I thought it went smoothly throughout. So yeah, with all that said, instrumentally, I'm gonna give this one 2 big thumbs up. I really enjoyed it. As far as replay value goes, I mean, this one is instantly gonna hit the playlist. Honestly, I was just thinking, like, when I'm in the gym tomorrow, this song is going on for sure, right? Like, this is nice and heavy, great for working out, great for driving, great for just, whenever you want to jam out. This one's hitting the playlist for sure. 2 big thumbs up. Overall, a fantastic song. No one requested this one, so if you have a request, as always, leave it in the comments. But, sometimes I see songs I want to listen to from artists I like, and so they go on the channel automatically. I am the guy on the channel, so I do get final say, I guess. So anyway, with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you in the next one. As always, do all the things you do on YouTube. Man, I went out of order this time. Whatever. See you next time. Bye.